Now we are starting with the next topic, that is electrochemical series. As you have learned the activity series of metals, remember sodium, potassium, potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold, platinum. ये वाली metal activity series you have already done. Same is electrochemical series, but the difference is anion and cations. There we have learned about metals. Here we learned about metallic ions. Alright. So what is electrochemical series? Electrochemical series is the series in which metals are arranged according to their loss of electron in a decreasing order. That means that is at the top will lose the electron more easily, and the metal at the bottom will lose the electron with greatest difficulty. Alright. So potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, nickel, tin, lead, hydrogen, copper, mercury, silver, gold and platinum. Ab you will say, ma'am, from where this nickel come? Nickel you have not learned, right? But the metal activity series, that series we have learned, is only for your level. But the metal activity series at the higher level has high number of metals, so this also has been included. So no need to worry about. All right. So what is electrochemical series? It is a series in which metals will lose the electron. Alright, and they are arranged in a decreasing order. Up now, you all know metals are deposited at cathode. Metals are always deposited at cathode. So the metal in a lowest position will deposit first. Suppose we have two solutions, like we have aqueous NaCl. Okay? So what will be having aqueous NaCl? Aqueous means water, and NaCl means which ion is present? Na plus, Cl minus, H plus and OH minus, right? So who is going to discharge? Two cations, two anions we have. So from here we will be able to know who is going to discharge. अगर हम बात करें, if we talk about activity series, so who is most active in this? Sodium and hydrogen, that is sodium. But in the electrochemical series, the metal placed below will discharge first. Means if we have aqueous solution of NaCl, which metal? Metal, though hydrogen is not a metal, but it shows the property of metal and has been included in a group of metal and form positive ion. That is why it form at cathode. So sodium is above, hydrogen is below. So hydrogen is placed below, that is why it will discharge first. Understood? Hydrogen, sodium is more active, but hydrogen is discharging. The question arises, right? This question can be sorted on these bases. These are the bases of electrochemical series of metals. What are their bases? You all know metal which are placed above can displace metal placed below. That means if we have calcium and we have zinc, so calcium will be able to displace zinc and zinc will not be able to displace calcium, right? Next point, metal placed below hydrogen cannot displace hydrogen. ये activity series से you know कि metal below hydrogen cannot displace hydrogen. First point से it is clear. Next one, what is a characteristic of this electrochemical series? The element lower in the series will discharge first. Element lower in the series will discharge first. Why? At cathode, what happens? Suppose we have Na plus. So at cathode it will go, check. It will gain the electron and will convert into neutral atom. This is the meaning of discharging and will deposit. Suppose we have copper ion. Copper will gain the electron from cathode and will convert into copper metal and will deposit at cathode, right? Now, what is the reason that element lower in the series will discharge first? See, sodium is highly reactive, right? Sodium is highly reactive. Why it lose the electron? To attain the stability, right? When sodium has attained the stability forming Na plus, why it will gain an electron and again become unstable, again become atom, right? So the metals that lose electron very easily, they will accept back the electron with the greatest difficulty, as they are already stable. That means they have lost the electron, attain the stability. Now if it has to deposit at cathode, it has to again gain that electron back, and then again it will convert into neutral atom and will deposit at cathode, right? So the metal placed below, they are less reactive, so it will be easier for them. It is difficult for them to lose electron because they are less reactive, and easier they will gain back their electron and will form a neutral atom. This is the reason why when you go down the series, it increase the capacity to discharge at cathode. I hope it is clear, understood or not. So remember, metal that lose the electron easily. Why they are losing the electron easily? Because they want to attain the stability. Now they are stable, forming ion. अब उस आयन को again has to be discharged on cathode, and how it will discharge at cathode? By forming atom again. So if it is stable, why it will form again atom? So जो highly reactive metals are there, if they will accept the electron, if they have lost the electron to attain the stability, why they will accept the electron back to attain to again become neutral atom? They will not. It is not so they will not attain. They will, but with the greatest difficulty. Now, suppose we have only NaCl. We have only NaCl, not aqueous. So we will be having only one ion, that is cation, Na plus. So it has to be discharged on cathode. So more amount of electricity will be required for this. It will attain the electron, but it will attain the electron with the greatest difficulty. But if we have two ions, so if with sodium suppose we have K plus, who is going to discharge first? It is going to discharge which? Sodium. Because potassium is more reactive, it will not gain the electron back, and sodium is less reactive than potassium. That is why it will accept the electron easier than potassium. Understood? Now same as the metal activity series of non-metal. So what is this? That is sulfate, nitrate, chloride, bromide, iodide and hydroxide. Tick. So again, when you go down, it will increase the discharging at cathode. Sorry, anode. Suppose again we have aqueous NaCl. So we will be having H2O plus NaCl. Means which ion will be having? H plus and OH minus. Right? इन दोनों में से these are cations, who will discharge? This H plus. ठीक. इन दोनों में से who is below? That is hydroxide. So who is going to discharge? Hydroxide. So what is going to form at anode? Hydroxide ion will go and the reaction will take place. What reaction will take place? अभी हम लोग आगे we will discuss. I hope this electrochemical series is clear. Now next topic is selective या फिर preferential discharge. Selective or preferential discharge. Selective means select, preferential means what we are going to prefer, discharge means what is going to discharge at cathode or anode. So what is, suppose we have two or more than two, suppose we have two ions we have cation and anion, but we have two cations and two anions. Who is going to discharge first? Right? Who is going to discharge at cathode? How we will decide this? How it is being decided? So it will depend on three factors. Understood what is preferential? or selective discharge? When we have more than one cation or anion, then who is going to discharge? That is called as selective or preferential discharge. Suppose we have aqueous KCl. So aqueous means water and KCl. So H plus and OH minus, K में K plus and Cl minus. So H plus and K plus two cations, OH minus and Cl minus two anions. So who is going to discharge? Which cation? Both cations cannot discharge. Both anions cannot discharge. So who is going to discharge first? Who is going to discharge? That is called as selective discharge. And it is depending on three factors, that is relative position of ion in the series. Let's start with the first, relative position of ion in the series. This we have metallic series, this we have non-metallic series, right? First we are going to explain this. We have aqueous copper sulfate. We have aqueous copper sulfate. Aqueous means water and copper sulfate, that is CuSO4. So what we have? H plus and OH minus, and what we have? Cu plus 2 and SO4 minus 2, right? So now who is going to discharge at cathode? Cathode pe always cations are going to discharge. Anode pe always anions are going to discharge. So first method we will see. First we will see what is the relative position of ion in the series. So what is the relative position of cation? Hydrogen is above and copper is placed below. So in a electrochemical series, those who are placed below, that will discharge first. So at cathode, what is going to discharge? Copper, right? In an electrochemical series of anion, we have two anions, OH and SO4 minus. Who is going to discharge first? That is OH minus, right? Understood? Now, how the reaction will take place? How the reaction will take place? Suppose we have copper. Okay? Copper, it is having 2 electron less, right? Abhi to plus 2 is there, 2 electron less. That means it will gain 2 electron from cathode and will deposit at cathode as a copper atom, right? This will be your reaction. All right. Now, what happened at anode? Who will discharge? OH minus. OH minus, that means 1 electron more. So it will lose 1 electron, right? And it will convert into OH. अब single OH so doesn't have any independent existence. So how much OH we require? OH minus 1 electron more and OH, right? And again see here, how many electrons are gained? 2. So here how many electrons must be lost? 2, right? So now we have 2 OH. From 2 OH, what is going to form? OH, OH, H, OH, H and OH. So now HOH milk, what is going to form? Water. And what is left? Only O, right? H and OH forming water, and what is left? O. Now single O doesn't have an independent existence, right? Oxygen O2 is there. That means 2 more OH we require, right? So here it will form H2O and O, right or wrong? Now, what will be our overall reaction? How many OH is required here? 4. We have 4 OH minus. 4 OH minus matlab how many electron it will lose? 4. See? What it is going to form? How many molecules of water? 2 molecules of water. And O and O forming O2. Final reaction. How many OH we require? 4. यहाँ पे loss of electron is 4. Gain of electron is 2. Right? So it should also be equalized. मतलब यहाँ पर हमें कितने कॉपर आयन वी विल रिक्वायर, 2 कॉपर आयन, दैट विल लूज 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन फॉर्मिंग 2 कॉपर एटम। बात समझ में आ गई? दिस इज आवर फर्स्ट मेथड, दैट फर्स्ट मेथड ऑफ व्हाट, फर्स्ट criteria of selecting the anion or cation. What is the first criteria? That is relative position of ion in the series. Selective discharge, first point was relative position of ion in the series. This is clear. Now second is concentration of ion. Now how? Suppose we have concentrated NaCl, right? Concentrated NaCl means NaCl will be in more amount, water will be in less amount, and also now aqueous NaCl means water will be in more amount, NaCl will be in less amount. So what we have, NaH plus and OH minus, Na plus and Cl minus. C, concentrated HCl, concentrated NaCl. Concentrated NaCl means NaCl is in more amount, means Na ion will be more, chloride ion will be more, hydrogen ion will be less, and hydroxide ion will be less. So first is C, an ion. Who is below? Hydroxide, but its amount is less. Its amount is less. So that is why who is going to discharge? Because chloride has more amount, that is why who is going to discharge? Chloride. Who is going to discharge? Chloride. See here, in our aqueous NaCl, Na will be in less amount, Cl will be in less amount, H plus will be in more amount, OH minus will be in more amount. Though OH minus is placed below and more amount also, so OH minus ion is going to discharge, right? Now what about cation? H plus is in more amount, so it is going to discharge, right? Means concentration of ion is what? Concentration of ion, the more amount of ion is present, that is going to discharge first, whether it is placed above or below, that doesn't matter, but if its concentration is higher, then it is going to discharge. So यहाँ पर here you will say, ma'am, Na plus is going to discharge. Theory is saying this only, because Na amount is concentrated NaCl, Na amount is more, but Na is going to discharge, but it is wrong. Here what is going to discharge? H plus. What is going to discharge? H plus. Why? Because Na is highly reactive. As soon as it will form ion, electricity conducted, as soon as it will form ion, it will see OH minus ion, or it will see chloride ion, negative ion, so it again rejoin, rejoin हो जाएगा, that NaOH it will form, can form NaOH, can form NaCl again, so its amount become less, hydrogen amount become more, so who is going to discharge? Hydrogen. बात समझ में आई? Why it is happening? Because sodium is highly reactive, right? Now preferential discharge, first point was relative position of ion in the series, second point was concentration of ion, and third point is now electrode nature. What is the nature of electrode? So electrode or nature can be of two types, either it can be active or it can be inert. Either it can be active or it can be inert. If we are taking inert electrodes we are using like graphite or platinum, right? If we are using inert electrode, there is no change in a process of electrolysis. It will be done on the basis of first or second point, alright? Either relative position of ion in the series or concentration of ion, alright? There will be no change. If electrode is active, then what happens? But the thing is, what is active electrode? Active electrode are those electrodes whose ions are present in the solution, but that electrode should be considered as anode only. At anode only means active electrode will be those. Suppose we have copper sulfate solution, right? One is cathode, another is anode. Suppose cathode is made up of platinum and anode is made up of copper. ठीक? What ions are present? Aqueous copper sulfate है तो OH minus, Cu plus 2 and SO4 minus 2. So at anode what is present? Electrode है. Electrode is made up of what? Copper. Electrode is made up of what? Copper. And copper ions are present in the solution. So this is considered as active electrode, right? Suppose cathode is made up of copper and anode is made up of platinum. This will not considered as active electrode. Active electrode will be those only whose anode is made up of same metal whose ions are present in a solution. अब suppose this is also made up of platinum, so this is an inert electrode. This is inert electrode. Suppose this is made up of copper, so now anode is made up of copper and copper ion are present in a solution, so this will be considered as active electrode. Active electrode, clear? Right? Now what is the change? What is the change? Aqueous CuSO4 is there, right? Cu plus 2, H plus and SO4 minus 2 and OH minus, these much ions are present. Inert electrode if there will be, so who is going to discharge? Copper, right? And who is going to discharge at anode? Hydroxide. Lekin if anode is active, then who is going to discharge at cathode? There is no change, that is copper, because it is placed below. Now what happened at anode? So anode itself start taking part in a chemical reaction. Anode will start releasing copper ion in the solution, right? So there is no product on anode. Anode itself start taking part in a chemical reaction and will release same ion in the solution. Alright. So how this all will take place, we will study in our electrolysis of 4 things. In our course, electrolysis of 4 compounds are there. First one, molten lead bromide. Second one, water. Third one, aqueous copper sulfate using inert electrode. And fourth one, aqueous copper sulfate using active electrode. So when we read active electrode, then we will study kaise, what happened there. Alright. Abhi we are going to start with our today we are going to complete 2 electrolysis only, that is molten lead bromide and water. So firstly start with the molten lead bromide. Now molten lead bromide, electrolysis of molten lead bromide. So it is kind of crucible. What is crucible? In which molten state of metal can be kept. Compounds can be kept. When you melt it, its temperature will be higher. So crucible is something that can withstand that temperature. This crucible is made up of silica. So first question, why we have used only silica? Because silica can withstand that temperature at which this PbBr2 melts. Though PbBr2 in a solid state cannot conduct electricity because they are held together by strong force of attraction, but when we heat it, the bond breaks and it will convert into Pb plus and P plus 2 and Br minus, right? Here we have used graphite electrodes. Graphite electrodes are inert electrodes, so means there is no effect of these electrodes. Alright, this is battery through which electric current can be conducted. Why we have used graphite? Why we have not used platinum? Because platinum graphite remains unaffected by this bromine vapors. Platinum can affect. Platinum is costly also. Lekin graphite remains unaffected by this bromine vapors. From where this bromine vapors come, let's see. So what ions are present? कि molten है, water है नहीं. That means only Pb plus 2 and Br minus. So they are only going to discharge, right? What reaction? Cathode. At cathode, what is going to discharge? Cation. At anode, what is going to discharge? Anion. So cathode Pb plus 2 है, that means 2 electron less. So it will gain 2 electrons from cathode and convert into Pb. Convert into Pb and will deposit at cathode. And will deposit at cathode. And we will see that at cathode, grayish metal lead means cathode will become grayish, little bit grayish. So that grayish metal lead is deposited. So here can be asked the observation. So what do you have observed at cathode? What do you have observed at cathode? That grayish metal lead has been deposited. Okay. At anode, what happened? Br minus. Br minus means 1 electron more. It will lose 1 electron and form Br. Now this Br doesn't have any independent existence. We always write Br2. So how many Br we require? 2. 2 Br required. So it will lose 2 electron and it will form Br2. And bromine is a gas. So what you will observe at anode? That reddish brown fumes are observed at cathode. Sorry, anode. What you have observed at anode? That reddish brown fumes of bromine evolve at anode. You will not say deposit. Deposit means it will stick. Evolve means it is evolving, it is going out, right? So because it is a gas, you cannot control it till you will put some test tube over it. Till then you cannot collect it. So what you will observe, that reddish brown fumes evolve at anode. Alright. So how many questions were there? Why it is made up of silica? Because it can withstand high temperature. Why only graphite electrode, not platinum? Because it will remain unaffected by reactive bromine vapors. What do you observe at cathode? Grayish metal lead deposit at cathode. What do you observe at anode? Reddish brown fumes evolve at anode, right? What is a reaction at cathode and what is a reaction at anode? All right. Rest of the topics, like I said, we will cover 2 electrolysis, but no, today we will cover this much only. All right. Next turn we will cover rest of the topics. So till there, just go through the book and read it. Whatever you are not understanding, just ask.